What does lack of self-love really look like? What does it feel like? Did you know our disconnection from love is the core of almost all relationship problems today in the world? It leads to mundane lives of desperation, imprisoning ourselves in dull routines or relationships, or seeking love in unhealthy, unkind ways, or caring for others at the cost of our own happiness and peace of mind. Hi everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, founder of Happiness is Love. We make relationships better. I believe self-love should be taught right from the time we can walk or talk and enter preschool. And all throughout our adult life, this should be a part of our curriculum. But sadly, most of us never received an education on what self-love really is and how to practice it. We confuse it with self-confidence and self-esteem. We mistakenly believe that it's selfish. So we make choices in our relationships, in our careers, and struggle with our bodies, our mind, with money. We suffer emotional and mental ups and downs without realizing it is really lack of self-love at the root. A lack of self-love is, like I said, at the root of every challenge and self-sabotaging or self-limiting choice that we all make. I'm guilty of the same. Yet most people don't truly know what self-love is, and like I said, how to truly practice it. Lack of self-love usually comes from our thoughts, from this thinking that I am not lovable. This really is a fear that is not real, but you won't know that if you are too scared to explore this fear, to face and fight this fear. When we lack self-love, we start to look outside of ourselves for love, hoping to find somebody who can overturn this judgment of ourselves. But the harsh truth is, or the only truth is, the only person who can actually change this core belief is you yourself. I struggled for the longest time, but my greatest personal crisis taught me the biggest life lesson, that my love for myself has to be stronger than my desire to be loved by others. It's been life-altering for me. Self-love is about loving and enjoying who you really are. Self-love emerges when you take out the time to really pause, explore yourself, know your strengths, know your areas of improvement. And also self-love comprises of other things, which include being kind to yourself, being committed to yourself, and practice that compassion that you freely give to others for yourself. Self-acceptance, self-approval is the key to start loving yourself. Can you honestly say that you are all of these things that I have shared with you? If you cannot, then you may be finding it hard to find true happiness and joy. And you are not alone. Because lacking in self-love leads to few self-destructive behaviors. And I've gone through the same. Number one, being needy. You are needy because you're constantly seeking a lot of that affection and affirmation and attention from other people because you've turned outward. People describe you as being clingy, because you are insecure inside of you. So you're seeking that and indulging in behaviors where you sometimes are overbearing for others and you then push them away. Number two, chaotic relationships. You are self-focused, hypersensitive and self-justifying, and so was I. We are extremely defensive and we find it difficult to cope with others as well, making it difficult for ourselves to have healthy relationships. This happened to me as well because of my lack of self-love. Number three, eating disorders. You refuse to eat and are in a denial of hunger. You have an intense fear of gaining weight and have a negative or even a distorted self-image and partake sometimes in over-exercising, in overdoing everything. Number four, your hyper-vigilance. You're afraid of making mistakes and are constantly anxious and overly watchful of the behaviors of others. You are constantly searching for cues on how to act, what to wear, what to say, what to do, what not to do, never allowing your true self to shine through. This happened to me as well. Number 5, unhelpful communication. You find it very difficult to communicate in a healthy way or in an effective way with others. You lack the skills to really express yourself truly and authentically. This results in you not feeling good, in you not feeling heard, and you constantly being misunderstood. This happened to me as well. Number 6, perfectionism. You always want things to be done perfectly, which is impractical in our normal lives. You often feel so imperfect and so inadequate, which leaves you with feelings of low self-esteem, low self-worth. You cover all of this by acting in ways that you assume are acceptable, such as being maybe the best dressed, with never a hair out of place, needing perfect feedback, or else feeling devastated. Such people always put blame on others whenever something is not done the way they want because of our lack of self-love. Number 7, lack of assertiveness, lack of self-confidence, which leaves you to be too fearful of upsetting others. You also become people pleaser in the process. Assertiveness requires boldness, which you lack. Due to holding your feelings and being passive, you let your anger build up until you boil over and become aggressive and defensive. Number 8, wearing a mask. You become great at putting on a mask to hide that pain, to hide that vulnerability. You try to act in ways that conceal your true emotions, and you put up a brave face so that others don't see your pain, they don't see through what you're going through. They don't see the problems that you're actually experiencing in reality. If you're ready to change your life and move from self-hate to self-love, then a good way to start is to ask yourself these few questions that I have curated for you. These helped me, they served me in many ways, and I'm here to share with you. What does love really mean to you? What would someone who loves themselves do for themselves? How could I be more loving to myself? How can I express more love to myself every single day? These answers are very important for you to start your self-love journey just like I did. Do watch our videos on how to practice more self-love. They will really help you in your journey, and we believe in you. We are rooting for you, because loving yourself is a path, it's a journey, it's a practice, it is a choice, it's a decision that you make. It's not a destination or achievement. Loving yourself is a choice you make daily or don't. Every day is a choice. It's a commitment. It's a promise that you make to yourself. You need to build this foundation in a way that supports the life that you want to create, regardless of what your relationship or the job that you have. And just like the foundation of a house needs to be solid, needs to be strong, it needs care and attention and maintenance, so does self-love practice. Now, every day is self-love day. Take a pause to assess where your self-love really lies. Is it weak? Is it strong? To identify what are those areas of self-love that you need to grow and strengthen. It's like building a muscle. Make a promise to yourself, which you will keep, and hold yourself accountable. If you need support, go seek support from people around you, because you are now starting to make self-loving choices. Are you settling in any way for less than your heart and soul desires in your life? Playing small, letting fear stop you, sacrificing your dreams, maybe procrastinating, listening to conventional wisdom instead of going for the life that your heart is craving? Are you also making a choice of staying in relationships that are not supporting you, that are not serving you, that are not honoring you? Relationships that drain you or degrade you or dishonor you, are you choosing to be in them? Are you holding on to some friends or clients or lovers who aren't really cheering for you, or they don't want to see you grow or for you to be your best self? Lacking a kind of friendship that you truly deserve and desire. Is all of this happening to you right now? Are you being too hard on yourself? Constantly criticizing yourself instead of patting yourself on the back and appreciating the small wins? Putting too much pressure? Treating your body poorly? Neglecting it? Treating it like it's a slave? Being mean to it? Giving it hate instead of admiring it, celebrating it, treating it like a temple, expressing love and gratitude, even for those wrinkles and cellulites? Sacrificing what you really, truly desire and what you want, what you need, giving to others more than you're actually getting. These are just few signs that you're not loving yourself. And this is the realm of your self-love foundation. It's what you most need to focus on today. Making and keeping promises to love yourself just the way you love others, and so freely give your love, time, energy to others. Today, I challenge you to choose one area, just one area of your self-love growth. Choose the one that feels like it will have the greatest impact on your happiness, on your well-being. The area that you really desire to change, just one area, and see the magic. Nothing changes till you change. Number 2, make one promise that will help you give yourself the love that you truly need right now. You can use the self-love promises by writing it down and posting it in your workstation, maybe your study station, or in your fridge, just to remind you. I want you to then write down these small things that you will do, one small thing that you might take action this week, and keep up that promise. Make yourself accountable, hold yourself accountable. I'll go first. I've made a promise just right now to speak my truth, even if it means disappointing others. And I will take action. I will keep my commitment to speaking up and ask for what I want and need in my relationships, openly and honestly, because I know this is my area of growth. Do you lack in self-love? You are not alone. We are here for you. Leave a comment and we would love to help you if you're struggling with any aspect of your life. Because we believe in you, we are cheering for you. Together, we are better. Together, we will win. And together, we are building ourselves, each other, and a better tomorrow. Stay tuned for more.